Okay, y'all. My camera cut off as usual. All right. I will make the investment. I will learn how to work my camera better. I don't know why I didn't, but I went ahead and zoomed in a little bit too because I had just finished using this Tarte Shape Tape. This is something, you know how I've been telling you I'm using things that I used once or twice or whatever, and then I put them away. I think I realized why I put this away. It is so thick, and maybe I just need to use less because it has such great coverage. But I think the reason the young gals love it because it has such great coverage is they have nice, taut, smooth skin, and I can see where that would just like, it was almost like putting on base. I mean, my face looks absolutely poreless right now, but no kidding, when you're older, you do not want to set with powder because it just, I don't care what anybody says how finely milled, I've got the most finely milled powder there is, which is Charlotte Tilbury. Her finishing powder is very finely milled. Also, Causemetics, Bye Bye Pores, very finely milled. But it does, as you dust it, it does give you a, what's the word? It gives you just a cakey look. It does. So I'm going to use a powder brush with nothing on it. And just, I'm going to dab this area and hope that it will help set that and it won't move. But I feel like, because I'm sure there's residual powder on this. I haven't cleaned this lately. So maybe that will be what I needed. But I think that's why I quit using it, is it just, it's too much. It's too heavy. And when you're older, you actually don't want that. You want to use as little as possible. You want to get a finished look. But yeah, ladies, your age spots are going to show through. And can I tell you something else? Let's just say this. If they don't show through here, but they do show through here and here on your hands, it just looks funny to have just a perfect face and everything else that's got show through. Go ahead and let a little of it show through. Look, part of our beauty is that we are older and we made it this long. Right, girls? That is good coffee. My little Kwai Garden Isle in medium, but it's a blue box at Kroger. But it's Kwai, Kauae. Okay, so the big thing that I'm going to use today is the Thrive Causemetics. This is the perfect eye palette in warm neutrals. And on the back, it shows you your little colors that you're going to get. It's a nice thick plastic. It's actually very nice graphics on the front. It's got a very nice wide mirror, as you can see, and the colors are incredible. I mean, they're perfect. This is the perfect eye palette. So why just stop using it? I don't know. I guess just because I bought other ones, hauled them and used them. But this is definitely an everydayer, y'all. Again, this is Thrive Causemetics Perfect Eye Palette in Warm Neutrals. The number is AG7. But just warm neutrals. Perfect eye palette. Excuse me. Thrive Causemetics. It's not cosmetics, C-O-S. It's cause, like for a cause. C-A-U-S-E. Medics. And it says you're perfect just the way you are right there in the mirror. But you can always enjoy some makeup too. But anyway, Thrive Causemetics gives portions of their profits to causes. And so go check them out. I'll put a link below. But I'm using this white. Some of you may not like white, so you can use this champagne. But it's got some shimmer to it. No, it's not overly shimmery. That's what I like about it. And you can just really just kind of go over the whole lid with this. Just to kind of give that, good base. And that's why they're probably bigger. Is because they know that you're going to use this color more than the other colors. So you need more of it. So they give you bigger pans. And actually I do, as y'all know, like to go over the lid with the white. Sometimes I do dark, but most of the time I do a light color on my lid. I don't know why. I've always been that way. Now, at the end, I will put this right in the center and blend it. But, because I do sometimes like a sparkle over the white. So that I used a E55 shading brush. These are, most of what I'm going to be using is Sigma Beauty brushes, and I highly, highly recommend them. This is the large fluffy brush, which is the E50, and I'm going to go into this very neutral color right here. It's like, it's called Bethany. It's my color, Bethany, and that white was called Madeline. They have names. Aww. I think I know why. I think one of the things they do is they help women in need, and so maybe that's why they've given them names of women. Aww. That's sweet. Alright, so I'm going in the crease. This is a perfect caramel brown. And what I do is go from the crease up to where that white is. And what it does is it gives a good backdrop if you're going to put something dark in the crease, which I like to do for depth. But you don't have to. You literally, this could be it. Of course, after you blend it. So right now I'm just laying it down. And as you see, I don't blend really fast because I don't want to get it all over my shirt. So I'm very careful to kind of go slower. I can blend it later. I'm just laying it down. So now the color's laid down. What do I mean by that? See, the edges are still rough. You can just go over it one time too, just to kind of smooth it. And I go out in like that on the edges. Just because I know already I'm going to darken the edges. So what that does is it takes the color up to the front of the brow and right under where the highlight is to really make the highlight stand out. And then I'm going to use one of the darker browns. Now you can, depending on what you want to do, you can, well, it just depends on what you want to do. You could go all over with this. This is more of a gold brown, this is more of a chocolate brown, that's more of a dark chocolate brown, and this is a black. It's almost got a blue hue. It's so black. And you can use these for liners as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this kind of chocolate brown, and I'm using a E45 tapered blending brush, and what that means is it's like a pencil. It's tapered, so I'm going to roll it. Instead of just do like that, you'll only get like one side, so I'm going to roll it. Let me show you what I mean. Watch my fingers. I'm literally rolling it like that. Carefully. I'm wearing white, and I don't want white and cream. I love this top. This is that Sav Laurent sweater, y'all. I love this. I need to put that link in there below too. Okay, so now I'm looking up. This is on purpose because when you look up, your skin will grab the brush better than if you look down and spread it out. I want to get the most color, which when you put your brush down, that's where most of the color ends up. I want the most color in the crease. So see how there's a gradient? That's the smoky eye. Smoky eye doesn't mean smoke color, even though you can do it in hues of black and gray and it's smoky, or dark browns, and it's smoky. But you can use greens, you can use browns, you can use reds, rusts, whatever color. The smoky effect is that it's darker and it gets lighter, lighter, lighter. That's what smoke does. It's dark at the base and then it gets lighter as it goes up. That's what a smoky eye is. And I'm going to make the outer V by twirling this again to get all the excess off. And it's going to naturally make these V's because I'm coming out in instead of in out. And then I'm going to go one more time there. And that puts the predominant dark part in the crease. Let me do that again. Again, I'm going to look up to make sure that it grabs it and just kind of holds it in that crease. And remember what I taught you before. If you really want to lay down and deposit some color, twirl the brush around without lifting the tip. So like, let's say I'm coming here, and I'm going to twirl this around, but I'm not lifting the tip. Do you see how that added more color there? I got to do that over here. Because what that's doing is basically, see how it added more? It's cleaning the brush off with your skin. So then you do have to go back and blend that out good, or you'll have little dots. Okay, so we're done with that. Now we want to take a blending brush, and this is an E35 from Sigma, and you can see it is a tapered blending brush, it says, but to me, that's not tapered. What's the other one say? E40, is that, are these both E40s? That's an E35, that's an E40. Okay, that one has a dome. Let me show you the difference. This one has a dome top, but it's tapered. This one has a flat top, but it's tapered. I'm going to use the flat top. I just decided. Now you can blend one of two ways. You can use a perfectly clean brush, or if you don't have a clean brush handy and you still want to blend, you can use a neutral color like that. Just lightly touch it. Don't swirl it around, just touch it. And you can use that to blend with, or you can even use the white. Just touch it. And what it does is it makes sure that you're not going to have, actually the white worked best. Hairs. You're just blending the line. You don't want to blend the colors, just the line. Here. And I definitely would use the white there. And see how that just blends out. This is unblended and this is blended. Just the lines, don't over blend it. I see people, now there's another way to do this. If you want a super duper blended look, blend as you go. And that way, I mean, I guess you can. I don't really care for it. That's not how I like to blend. That's just me. Everybody has their own way of doing things. Again, I just touched in the pan. And because it's lighter, it just makes sure no additional color comes off and that you're kind of blending these together without getting it darker. See how that blended it out? There. There. That's blended. Now, the edges still have stuff, so what I do, and remember you always have your makeup towel handy, so I'm going to kind of knock that off. Well, that's what I do until I clean. I usually wash my brushes once or twice a week. I'm sorry, once a week or once every 2 weeks. I don't clean them as often as you should probably. But I always tap off any excess powder and then I rub it onto my towel. I do have a clean towel. And that takes a lot of it out right there, because when I use this, the It Causemetics brush cleanser, it takes it out. And then when you wipe it off, it takes it out again. I love it. But anyway, so I just use this part, I call it the fatty part, but it's actually the muscle part of your hand. And I go right past the eyes so that I don't have a line. Like some people use tape. I don't